Braden is a very talented quarterback. Young guy. He has a great arm. His capability to maneuver the pocket and run it could be a help to the offense. We just want to support him, have his back throughout the game, and just make sure he's comfortable with us out there. And through practice, we just give him small details, just making sure our connection is on point, and we just want to guide him in the right way to go out there and perform.
And Chase, Coach had talked about the fact that like talked to Bradley Van Pelt, and his quote was always, "This game's about respect." And you guys going out and earning it. You being a Colorado kid, do you kind of understand that better than a lot of people? You think?
I think maybe so, just because I grew up watching the game, but I think our team as a whole is really invested in this game and invested in this team, and the point where we're all kind of taking this as a big. We know it's a big game, and there's a lot of history behind this game. It's bigger than our team. It's bigger than the individual. Has been played for a while, so.
Coach talked about, obviously there's a ton of eyeballs, ESPN game day, Big Noon is there. What does it mean for you guys, college football players, to be on, just a big stage like that?
I mean, it's awesome. It's the greatest opportunity there is, but at the end of the day, it's just another opportunity for our chance to go out and prove themselves and prove the type of team that we want to be. So we're excited to do that.
Chase, as you watch the film, what do you see from the CU offense? Obviously, Shores had a pretty impressive first two games. Jay talked about getting him off schedule and just kind of getting him out of the rhythm, but it seems like he's also been able to make plays out of the pocket and scramble drills and things like that. What is the challenge for you guys in stopping him in the offense these days?
I think he does a good job extending plays, like you said, and making explosive plays. I think the challenge is just what it is every week. We got to execute our game plan and have a intense focus on doing our jobs, and we'll be just fine on defense.
What have you guys learned as a defense since week one against Washington State? Another offense that likes to pass the ball a lot. What did you guys learn as you went back and watched that film?
It was just little execution things that we needed to clean up. I think we want to be perfect and we strive to be perfect. And against an offense like this, it's really important to do that.
Tori, Coach Norvell had kind of talked about how he thinks that CU has a really good secondary. And obviously, Travis Hunter on that other side. What's kind of your excitement level to be able to go in there and play against some of the best players in the league?
He's a great player. At the end of the day, we all play football. We all bleed. So he's just another opponent to me. He's a regular person to me. Of course, ton of respect for the kid, and it's going to be a good matchup with the secondary. I know they got some key safeties and whatnot, and we're ready for them. We've been preparing, and that the bye week that we had more time to prepare for them, and we're just trying to get on the same page with the quarterback and the other receivers, so we could just pick that secondary apart.
Corey, how do you guys prepare for the spectacle that this game is going to be? In addition to all the eyeballs, Coach Rivera mentioned how crazy Boulder is when this game comes to town. How are you guys talking about getting ready for the environment you're walking into?
We kind of want to stay within us. We're not so much worried about the people outside of this building. There's going to be critics. There's going to be other fans who doubt us, and sometimes it's our own fans who doubt us. And we learned that we don't need them. We need ourselves to go out there and perform to the ability that we want to perform at. And I feel like that's a big step from last year. We kept letting the outside noise get to our head, and that's something that we hit on this year. We stay together, and the team will move as a collective, and that's just something that, of course, going to that hostile environment, game day, all the eyes on us. We want to come back to that center of gravity and let each other know that we got each other's back on game day. We're not worried about no fans. We're not worried about no outsiders. We're worried about CSU football, and if you're not in CSU football, we're not worried about you.
Tori, you've been in this offense longer than anybody. Do you feel like this? You confident this offense is ready to explode the way that you were used to it? The type of points that this offense can put up.
Oh yeah, of course. you can see the small clicks. Of course, we started slow in the first half against Washington State, and you also seen that last year we started slow, and that's something that we preached on in the on this bye week that we need to start fast, and that's and you could see when we click, we could score pretty fast, and our defense could get those key stops, and that's the type of team you want to be on, and just going out there executing that practice, I feel like we're gonna pop. We're gonna have some explosive plays, and we're gonna be that offense that everybody wants to see.
Chase, how did you guys as a defense support the practice last week? Because Coach had talked about it, Freddie talked about it. You guys didn't have the performance that you guys thought with the experience back. How much did you take that personal, and how much did that drive practice so far?
I think it drove it a huge amount. We dealt with and kind of took it on the chin of how we played against Washington State, and obviously weren't pleased with that. Like I said, execution errors, having bad eyes, seeing our keys, and that kind of thing. But it was really the greatest opportunity in the world to have a bye week early to be able to kind of clean those things up and recenter ourselves for the rest of the season.
Or is there a certain confidence about Braden in the huddle, and what is his persona like when he gets in? I know he's a young guy, but is there a certain confidence that allows him to kind of come in like he does with the Washington State?
Oh yeah, I just feel like it all comes down to trust. We tell Braden, just at the end of the day, it's football. Of course, it's gonna be a little faster, and the reads are gonna have to be a little more quicker. But the arm talent that he has is incredible, and when he goes out there and he lets the ball fly, you see we could do great things. So just building more connection at practice, boosts his confidence up, and I feel like he'd be in great shape for this game.
Is he a calculated risk taker? It seems like he's not afraid to throw the ball down the field and push it in spots where maybe he shouldn't do. But do you see that aspect of him as being a benefit to this offense at times?
Yeah, I feel like it is. Sometimes we want those 50-50 balls, and that just shows the trust that he has in us, and he's not afraid to take shots. And it's going to be sometimes where he needs to take some of those shots downfield, and those are going to be those, game-separating plays, or those, just those game-changing, momentum plays. And I feel like he's not afraid to let the ball fly. Like I say, he has a strong arm, so he could fit those tight windows, and he could throw that ball, pretty deep.
Chase, when you wake up Saturday morning being from here, what do you think you're gonna feel?
A lot of excitement. Grew up watching this game, so it's pretty surreal to be playing in it. Pretty fortunate, pretty blessed. Also think it's a great opportunity for Colorado football in general. Having game day out there, two good teams going at it. I think it'll be awesome waking up.
Yeah, Coach Norvell kind of touched on that, but since you kind of experienced it, what do you think the profile of this game could do to like a high school kid that is playing Colorado right now that sees this?
Yeah, I think it'll be a huge motivation factor. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot, pretty inspiring for some of those high school kids. I remember sitting in their shoes, watching the showdown, and see it on a stage like this. I'd definitely be motivated by it. So.
What do you guys, you take an underdog mentality on it? Obviously, everyone's been talking about Coach Ryan, CU. Well, does that upset you guys? Do you like that? Does that play you? Talk about that. What do you
I think to go back on what Tori said, I think we're just really worried about us. We're worried about our kind of ball. We're worried about the guys in the locker room, the coaches in the office, and playing our best style of football. So while there may be a reality, being an underdog or what people want to call it, we're just worried about playing our type of football.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be the underdog every game at this point. I love it though. I love being an underdog. Of course, we go out there and shock the world. That's what we want to do. So, us being an underdog, that don't phase us. So, we all talked about in the locker room, and we're ready. We're preparing, and we're ready to go out there and perform at a high level.
What did you get a chance to watch Romeo yesterday?
Oh man, them 2 touchdowns. Yeah, man, Romeo doing his thing. I wanna go FaceTime, but he probably busy. So, but if Romeo see this, hey, keep doing your thing. I taught you some stuff.
I guess like what do you
I feel like he's a great coach. Much respect, and I wouldn't see who wouldn't want to play for him. He's ahead of the game. Of course, he's one of the best, and just the program that he's built over there. It's a good team, and he's doing a lot of good things. Of course, there's still some flaws, and we could attack those. And there's nobody perfect. I feel like we go out there and execute just as much as they execute. And the program that he got going over there is good, but the program that we got built over here is going to be pretty good also. And I feel like we have a program that's going to be elite, and we're gonna keep striving for greatness.
Good. Thank you guys.
Thank you.